Welcome, everybody, to the D&D podcast. And before we get started, as you all may know, this morning the legendary actor John Witherspoon passed away this morning. He was 77 years old. And me and Dante just want to give our condolences to his family, friends. We all watched him in many movies. He's in a lot of movies and made a lot of people laugh, and he was on a lot of TV shows. And we just want to throw that out there for any John Witherspoon fans out there.
Yes, I was shocked to hear it, but piggyback, our thoughts and our prayers go with him and his family. So rest in peace, and I will be in front of the TV watching Friday, all the Friday movies.
So, transitioning from that, as you know, last week, a lot of people watched the post-game rant that I did on Gus Malzahn. And I know I kind of gave him a lot of flack for what he did against Florida and against LSU. But overall, as an Auburn fan, I am pleased with the football team. 6-2 is a whole lot better than where we were last year, because we were 4-3 last year at this point.
So you basically apologizing for dogging them out like you did.
I mean, the rivalry came out in me, because when Auburn and LSU plays, just like when Auburn Georgia plays and Auburn Alabama plays, I really want Auburn to, I want to see these boys do good, and I want to see them win a lot of games. And it does get frustrating when you're out there and they're giving it their all, and it just don't end up how you want it.
Well, I mean, obviously, he listen. I think the criticism that Dallas gave Auburn and Gus, he made good points, man. Like I can't sit here and be like, I mean, Gus did some. It's hard.
Wacky stuff.
He did some wacky stuff,
uncharacteristic.
But it's
uncharacteristic.
I don't know, man. Like Gus, I just can't figure Gus out no more, dog. You get he 1 minute it's just
he's on fire.
Yeah, I don't
next
know.
minute he can't play call his way out of a paper bag.
Like I wouldn't trust Gus calling a little league football game at this point, like for real. That's how bad his offense has gotten.
And now more news. This morning, Gatewood decided to leave the team, he entered the transfer portal right after he announced that he was gone, and he released a statement to the team thanking for everything he's done, which he committed to Auburn in 2015, and he's been there ever since. Didn't get to play because of injury, redshirt, and then finally he was a freshman. And but I want to know, between Bo Nix and Gatewood, how did Bo Nix get the job? I want to know, did he win it straight up, or is Gus showing favoritism to Bo?
I mean, okay, so both of them are freshmen, right? So really, to me, somebody was going to transfer. I feel like if Gatewood would have started, Bo probably would have transferred. I think why, in my opinion, I think Gatewood is saying to himself, and he's not going to say this publicly, but in his mind, he feels like, I'm better than Bo Nix. That's if you transfer, you practically saying I'm better than the product that you
got out.
Exactly. So Gatewood probably saying, I could have beat LSU. I could have beat Florida.
I mean, Gus really didn't give him a chance to play a lot.
But see, that's Gus' fault because I think Gus should have said. I think Gus should have sat down with Gatewood and said, "Well, I'm going with Bo, but you're also going to be a part of the game plan."
He told him that. He said you're gonna help us win a lot of ball games.
But see but
when he told him that, he didn't execute what he said.
In my opinion, and I was like, Bo's gonna be the starter. Bo's gonna be the starter. In my opinion, I probably would have picked Gatewood because Gatewood understands the playbook. I think a little bit better than Bo. I think he understands it better. He comprehends it better.
And he's been there longer.
Exactly.
He's been with the team since 2015.
Exactly. So, I feel like it's really Gus's fault because Gus should have been playing Gatewood when Stidham was leaving. He should have been breaking Gatewood in then.
Which there was a lot of stuff that he said about. Well, I'm not gonna get into all of it, but like how, like in the off season that Gatewood, like just now started to win back the job and all kind of stuff like that, and everyone thought he was going to be the starter. Everyone predicted him to be starter, but I mean, if you're gonna bet on yourself and put yourself out there, and you know that you're better, and I mean, hell, I would do that too.
Yeah, but I just think he made his mind. And I was reading an article on Alabama.com today that he missed practice, and Gus, if I'm Gus and I know my
He missed
back,
practice.
yeah, and I know somebody's leaving. As a head coach, I want the kid to succeed in whatever decision that he makes. But exactly, I would try to talk him out of leaving. At least talk him out and say, hey,
because now people more and more this week, which a lot of people have been telling me like Gateway should have stayed because the pressure's on Gus to change quarterbacks at this point.
So.
People were pressuring to change quarterbacks because they keep asking him every post game, every after practice press conference. Are you going to change quarterbacks?
He can't do it now.
Now he can't.
He can't. I said this earlier. I said whoever Gus picks between Gatewood and Bo, he can't change. He can't do what he did. He can't continue to say, "Oh, you bench." He can't do it anymore.
But
he can't. He just can't. He picked Bo. He got to ride with Bo to the end. He got to ride with Bo to the end, and it's making these Auburn fans mad. That's what it's doing. It's pissing them off.
And now,
he eat it right now talking about it. His face is red.
No, I'm not. I don't know what's gonna. I think the team will be fine. I just think they could be better if they had Gatewood playing. A lot of Auburn fans would agree.
Well.
But now, and then they announced Bobby Whitlow's healthy. He's going to play against Ole Miss. So that's added extra run game. So
I have a question. Where you think he should go, man? Where you think Gatewood should go? Should he stay in the SEC? I think he should.
If he goes out of conference, he should go to.
My two.
If he goes out of conference, he should go somewhere like.
If
he goes to Clemson.
No, he ain't going. My two. I think that where he should consider looking at, is Texas A&M and South Carolina.
He's from Florida. He might go to Florida State.
Felipe Franks might come back.
He might go to Florida State. He might go to Kyle Trask is gonna be. Kyle Trask is
over Gatewood. If I'm Gatewood, I'm going to Texas A&M.
But since he's from Jacksonville, Florida, I think he'd probably go to Florida or Florida State.
He'd go to Florida. Well, Florida State
or
need a quarterback.
Miami. If he goes out of conference.
So you talking about out of conference?
But if he goes in the conference, I mean,
it's
same teams you said, South Carolina.
I think if South Carolina,
that would be good.
I think South Carolina would be like.
Who knows? South Carolina's my number 2.
Yeah, they'll be on something if they got Gatewood.
But yeah.
I have a question for you, Dallas. Looking at Auburn, the state of football at Auburn, and a lot of these Auburn fans, should Gus just say, look, we, with being like this late in the season now, should Gus change the offense?
I mean, he's either got to be a passing team or a running team. And Auburn's got some good wide receivers if they do go to passing. If Bo can get the ball downfield like he's supposed to.
Well,
but you got to be able to do both. You got to be able to run and pass the ball. Unless he's wanting to go more like a running gun or pistol type offense. That's the only thing I can see him doing. I can't see him going full on pro style. Because nobody runs that in college anymore. You want to do option.
To answer the question, I think he can change it, but some of the wrinkles. I think with Bo, to me, Bo is more of a shotgun because that's practically what he mostly played in high school was a shotgun. I think he's more of a shotgun type of quarterback than I don't think Bo's a zone read quarterback in my opinion. I don't think you can run a zone read with him.
He can do it. He's proven to do it.
Yeah,
but when he faces these tough defenses, it's just like deer in the headlights.
So I know all the Auburn fans are looking at, but the LSU game and the Georgia and the Florida game was like those are two tough defenses. So you can't, in my opinion, like pump the brakes a little bit here.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking about it all week, like. And a lot of people told me, said they wish their team had a freshman quarterback and only 2 losses. Most teams out there that have a freshman quarterback are not 6-2, and they're not still ranked 11th in the nation. Which that's pretty good for considering what Auburn's done in the past. And only losing by 3 to LSU and only losing by a touchdown to Florida. I mean, that's pretty good. On the road. Bo just needs a little growing up. That's all.
But for you guys, for the Auburn fans, like y'all need to really be excited about Bo Nix because you know Bo Nix is gonna be there for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And
I
out of the 2 of those years, ladies and gentlemen, he gonna be by the time he's a junior or a senior or next year, he might be what Burrow is this year. And then if y'all have a good team, think about it. Y'all could beat Alabama maybe what?
Kevin Steele's
4 out of the...
Kevin Steele's getting the recruits in already, 5-star linebackers and everything. He's doing it on his end. But the thing I was going to add, one more thing before we go on to the next one. All these offensive recruits are flipping commits. And Joey Gatewood is the 7th quarterback to leave under Gus Malzahn. Dating our way back to Sean White, John Franklin, Woody Barrett, who's he's at Kent State. Some guy named Jason Smith that I don't even know who his name is, and now Gatewood.
I mean,
and I'm missing 2 more, but 2 more the 7 quarterbacks left. They either transferred or left the team, and they're sitting at home.
Yeah.
But is that a problem with coach? I'm asking you.
I mean, Gus. If you're talking about recruiting, which you are, Gus has to hold down his end, though. Like Gus to me, Gus need like with Bo Nix, you know you need a running game. You practically that's where you really got to start in recruiting with, bro. You need a running game. You need an offensive line, and you need to go find, in my opinion, a big, tall, speedy receiver that can make one move and be open. Like you,
Auburn hadn't had one since Sammy Coates.
Like
Sammy Coates was.
He need to find a go-to receiver. A go-to.
Seth Williams is Bo's go-to, but Seth.
He disappears in games. I see a trend with him. He like 1 minute he disappears too much. That's to me that's not a go-to.
The defense is and see Will Hastings was Stidham's go-to. Like every time Will Hastings would be wide open. Every time, see Will Hastings, and I'm gonna break down the offense. Will Hastings busts up the middle a lot, and Bo, like you said, Bo can't throw it. Throw middle. Every time Will Hastings would be wide open in the middle, and Bo would just overshot him every time. There's countless. Every game I've watched this year, A&M, Mississippi State, Will Hastings has been wide open, and Bo's just missed him. And Canella and Seth Williams is the only one he hits on the money. Because I guess they throw to each other a lot at practice.
Yeah, they got a chemistry down pat.
Anyway, let's get off Auburn.
Yeah, let's move on.
LSU and Ed Orgeron and those Tigers.
Well, the question is, should LSU be ranked number 1 ahead of Alabama?
Well, for this week, yeah, because Alabama played Arkansas and LSU played Auburn. That's all that the committee's looking at right there. But when Alabama and LSU play, it's not going to be. I think LSU doesn't win that game. I think Alabama dominates. I know Tua, he's game time decision against LSU. Nick Saban brought that up, but Tua's going to play. Like, Saban's just saying that so Ed Orgeron don't get any ideas thinking they're going to win. I think Alabama blows out LSU.
Well,
I do. Like,
should LSU be ranked ahead of Alabama? No and yay. Because, like, LSU is good, don't get me wrong. But they understand for them to be really I'm
number 1.
For them to be number 1, they gotta beat Alabama. They got to.
I think they can't.
They got to. And see, every year LSU have been in hype. With Alabama, we always put them in check. Like, okay, let's slow your roll.
That's why I said Alabama is Alabama's gonna run all over them.
Because I think Alabama, we gonna be ready to play this game. This game at home, we might be ready. We might come in and be 14-0 from the jump.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's different. Like when LSU. Now, unless LSU's ready to go and ready, I don't think so.
Because
they weren't ready against Auburn. Auburn's defense. And people were telling me that Alabama's defense isn't that good this year. Are they? I think they are. They're
trending. We heading in the right direction.
They're always good.
Our defense is heading in the right direction.
The only way the Iron Bowl will be close is probably our defense. That's probably the only way is if our defense keeps it close.
But
it's gonna.
I got Alabama winning, but not by a blowout. I think they win probably by a touchdown. Not by.
Ooh, I was gonna say I got 35-0 written all over this, but
go higher.
28-0. That's the say.
We Alabama can do 28 in their sleep, bro. They can have 28 in the first half.
But I was saying with Tua game time, and if Mac Jones plays the game, which a lot of people said Mac Jones can beat LSU with his eyes closed.
Yeah, if you give Mac Jones a game plan and he gets ready, I think he can, bro. Cause he showed against Arkansas like, hey, I can.
You still got Ruggs.
Yeah.
You still got Waddle.
Yeah,
all those
and
guys.
see, the one thing about our receivers is like when we play LSU, and I know we're looking ahead, which I mean we can practically look ahead because they got a bye week. Like I think our whole football team is gonna be ready to play this game because number one is at home. Let's just say it's at home, and number two, like Alabama knows and Nick Saban knows that this is a team we can play again.
And, yeah.
So it's like, okay,
and
let's beat them now.
This game isn't going to be like it was in 2011 where it's kicking field goals.
No,
it's not going to be like that at all because Alabama has an offense now. They didn't have one before. Back then it was just same as LSU. They were practically one and the same. Ground and pound, run the rock. Now, 8 years later, it's the whole league is pass. If you can't pass the ball, you can't win the ball game. But let me ask you this off topic. Has the SEC switched back to being a defensive conference again?
No.
Because you got Auburn got a good defense, Alabama got a good defense, LSU got a defense, Georgia got a defense, Florida got a defense.
If you guys watch football and you guys go to football games like I do, you got to be practically good on both sides of the ball. You can't be all right. You can't be dominant. You can't be like. You can't be good on one side of the ball and be average. You gotta be good on both sides of the ball. So, like, it's no. Like all
because back then SEC people used to say it's all about defense.
Back then,
in SEC.
Back then, how you won back then? If your front four was good, you had a chance to win the ball game. If you had a front four that can pass rush,
like I wish Auburn
you had a chance.
Had this defense back then.
You had a chance. You had a chance. Back then, your defense can be good and your offense can be average and you won a lot of games. It ain't working like that no more. Like you got to be good on both sides of the ball.
Well, I guess Gus is trying to rewrite his. Oh, we got a defense,
But like I told him, the defense can only do so much.
Yeah, we all know because Florida, they lost the game because of the offense. Georgia lost the game because of their offense.
Exactly.
And Auburn lost 2 games because of their offense. So Alabama hadn't lost the game.
All right. So moving on.
Getting our game of the week, ain't we?
Yep.
So, game of the week.
It's going to be a good game.
Georgia and Florida, the cocktail party, and Sean Marino ran that touchdown. And Georgia, back in 2004, all the Georgia fans are going crazy when Sean Marino ran that touchdown. And then when Will Muschamp won 38-8.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this before Dallas goes. Dan Mullen, I'm speaking to you right now. You took this Florida job for 2 reasons. 1, to beat Georgia, and 2, to win national championships.
What was the score last year? Let me interrupt you. Who won? Georgia?
Georgia won big. Yeah, they won big last year. They blew them out last year.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
So,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You good. Dan Mullen, he really needs this ball game. You cannot tell me Dan Mullen. He needs to win this ball game. He needs to win this ball game.
Kirby Smart needs to win this ball game.
Kirby Smart, to me, he's proven that he can beat Florida. Dan Mullen ain't showed me he can beat Georgia. And when you take this Florida job, when you sign your contract on that name, you sign to beat Georgia. You signed to beat Georgia. So Dan Mullen, you need this game. Find a way to win. Because that's what Florida has always found ways to win. I know Felipe's gone, but you have finding ways to win ball games, and you're gonna have to find a way to win this ball game. Because Mullen, he needs this game, bruh. He needs this game. He needs this game. He really does, and he knows it. He knows it. What happened last year, you know you need this game. Because and Kirby, the only reason why I'm picking Florida to win because I don't believe in their offense anymore. Jim Chaney's gone. I don't believe in it because Jim Chaney knew you cannot let it and whatever the quarterback name at Georgia is, I don't know from. If Dallas, if you're gonna ask Fromm to go win a ball game for you, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose.
So you're picking Florida?
I'm picking Florida. Cause think about it, Dallas. You gonna pick Fromm. You gonna if you're an offensive coordinator right now and you down a touchdown, are you gonna ask Fromm to go out here and win me the game with his arm?
I asked Swift to do it.
exactly. You just made my
But this is what so on my pick, I think Georgia's gonna win the ball game.
Wow.
Because Swift, they're gonna be ready like they said after South Carolina, don't count us out. And in games like this, Georgia, they show up.
But
they might not show up for the Auburn game.
But
they'll show up for this game.
Okay.
Because of Swift.
I feel you.
Kirby's gonna run the ball. He's gonna go back to he's gonna get Fromm in comfortable situations. And I think seeing South Carolina get blown out by Tennessee, I think that Georgia and South Carolina, that was a fluke.
Oh my god. No, it wouldn't. No, it wasn't. South Carolina outplayed and out physical Georgia, and everybody knows. Do I need to go call Marcus Spears? He'll tell you that. He'll tell you that. See, this is why I disagree. Faithfully disagree. Because this is what y'all don't understand. This time last year, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia was dominating games. They was blowing everybody out. Correct? Are you seeing that this year? Are you seeing that this year? That's my point.
But I'm just saying that they're gonna beat Florida.
They don't believe Dallas. They got a first round draft pick in Swift, and they are telling Fromm to go win a ball game.
The reason why he wants to pass is because Kirby is just too busy trying to develop a passing game. But if he goes back to the run game, they can win this ball game. If is that a big if?
That's an if. If they run Swift and it comes down to a touchdown or a field goal game, you asking Fromm to go out there and win the game with your arm? And let me pump the brakes. This ain't the Florida defense from last year. This defense of Florida is pretty doggone good.
I know, but when Georgia and Florida play, I mean,
who we always forget about this. We always forget about Todd Grantham. We always forget about this man. We forget about this man every time we talk about Florida. Don't you think he want to beat Georgia?
Oh yeah. Which I had Florida. I had Florida originally picked, but something in my mind just told me that Georgia was going.
Dan Mullen needs this game, man.
I know Dan Mullen
needs this game. That's what I'm saying, man.
Kirby's smart.
Georgia ain't the same as Georgia is not the same what they were last year. They ain't the same. They just not the same to me. If Georgia was dominating what they was last year, I would have easily picked Georgia. But I can't pick Georgia when you lose to South Carolina the way you did, and you got outplayed and out physical and out coached by South Carolina, a team you should have beat handily. But you play around. You play around. They did. You play. I always say this, and I'm a firm believer in this. Don't let a bad team stay around because they always will win. I can say Florida's a bad team, and they gonna keep playing with them and keep playing with them, and guess what's gonna happen? They gonna get bite in the foot. That's why I'm picking Florida. Dan Mullen gonna win this game. I guarantee. Dan Mullen's gonna win this game.
It's just something in my mind that Kirby Smart's gonna be ready. I mean, he's gonna. I hope. And Georgia fans are probably hoping that
Cause
Kirby.
I mean, bro. I'm telling you. I need to call Destin.
If he wants to win against Florida, he don't need. He needs to put Fromm in comfortable situation.
But he did that against South Carolina.
He had Fromm throwing the ball 30 times.
But 30. Okay, well, this offense.
He didn't run the ball at all.
Okay, well, Jim Chaney.
At the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the year when we watched Notre Dame and Georgia, what were they doing? Running.
I can make a case Notre Dame could have won that game.
Oh, yeah, well, no doubt they could have won it. I'm talking about they got a little bit too happy at the end when Fromm threw those 3 touchdowns.
But he's okay.
And Kirby.
This ain't Jim Chaney. This ain't Jim Chaney calling these plays. If Jim Chaney was still Jim Chaney would have ran it out of Swift, bro. He would have. This offensive coordinator ain't running Swift. Swift ain't running like he did last year, dog. Cause he ain't getting Swift got the touch. I bet if we look at his touches are down from this year where they were from last year. I bet you. He ain't getting the touches, bro. Georgia is a run play action team. If you stop Georgia from running the football and make them one dimensional and put the ball in the quarterback hand, you got him. That's what Notre Dame did to him. Florida, I'm telling you,
it's just
they have enough. Man.
I've watched Florida and Georgia games as much as I watch Alabama Auburn games. Usually Alabama Auburn's off, but I think Georgia's gonna win the ball game one way or the other. Florida
gonna make a play. I guarantee Florida gonna make a play in this game. I guarantee y'all.
But
because Georgia, they ain't the same. They just not the same.
They're not. I mean, because I think Auburn will beat Georgia.
Because, like, Georgia, like, you come this close from being on the, like, when you going for a championship, like, you supposed to be
lights out.
You supposed to be lights out. You gotta be a dog every week and be like, look, you in the way. I'm sorry, but you gonna have to get out of my way because I want something different. They just ain't the same. They just not the same. They don't have that championship hunger no more. It's like we done tried and we can't win. Kirby messed it up last year, the SEC championship game, for going on a fake punt.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's like they done tried, man.
We might as well just start saying pull of Georgia.
They done tried. They ain't the same team no more.
But that's the only game all year long that I'll pick Georgia in. Cause nope, I picked them against South Carolina. That's the only 2 times I picked them. Yeah. So that's just my pick. And is that all the show we got?
Yes, that's really it.
We got our picks, which right now we're neck and neck almost in the picks from last week and from all time. We had a terrible week. Let's not talk about that. But we got these picks that we're gonna make for next week, and that's about all we got for today. We just want to thank everybody for watching, liking, subscribing. Just if you want to go to our YouTube channel, go to youtube.com/dndpodcast.com, or you can tap the search bar and search it. And we upload it every week, and I put it on Facebook, and everybody watches. And if you want to listen to it on podcast, I'll have the link for that down below too. So we'll see y'all next week, and y'all be safe out there.
Yep. Y'all be safe.
in that suit.